So he's making his debut against Princeton this afternoon. Underway, face-off won by the Big Green, coming out wearing those black tops and bottoms and helmets.
That'll be the key for the Big Green.
The Tigers, he was the Ivy League's leading goal scorer before Cornell's John Piatelli went up to whatever they're calling the Carrier Dome this week. Scored 6 in that comeback win for the Big Red against Syracuse Monday night.
That stick broke.
Piatelli #1 in the Ivy League in scoring.
Princeton with no momentum right now. The Tiger fans are quiet. Folks that came down from Hanover, New Hampshire, quite happy they made the trip.
I said that was Prince. That was Henry Bonney. That's his 10th goal of the season. Face-off win by the Big Green.
Multiplied here at Class of 52 Stadium.
1-1 the score, a goal midway through the first by Alex Slusher, his team leading 34th. And then a goal in the closing.
He's feeling pretty good after that first quarter. I think those he deletes from his mind pretty quickly. There's no.
Nate Davis had 3 points through 8 games. Those are your 2 goal scorers. A lot of different contributors for Dartmouth this afternoon. Face-off win. Face-offs 5-1 in favor of the Big Green. Great day so far for Mitch Myers.
You know, from a Dartmouth coaching perspective, he's going to have to find an answer at the face-off X, push transition, try to gain some quick momentum.
Face-off violation, 2nd here in the first half for Dartmouth.
So if they do get the play.
14 in his freshman season. He became the 14th Tiger with 10 goals and 10 assists as a freshman a couple weeks back. He had missed his last 12 shots since that 2-goal game, but he's got a pair of goals today. Bidding for the lead back. That 2 more today. Can't imagine at any point in his lacrosse career he's had 9 straight points where they've all been assists. More importantly today for Chris Brown, for college lacrosse.
The weather has turned. It seems that early season lacrosse is a winter sport, and when we finally get to the spring sport season of lacrosse, you really get that playoff. He's going to take this one home.
Tyler Sandoval for the Tigers, Mitchell Myers for the Big Green. Stevens has a beat on it. Jake Stevens has it on the run. He scores just 7 seconds into the 3rd quarter. Of all the things Jake Stevens does well on a lacrosse field, that might be what he does best.
Well, he focuses on that ball and picks it up clean, and then it's a flick of the wrist to the top left corner, and they finally beat the goaltender high. It's not easy to do against Hinks, and it takes exactly that. I mean, I obviously don't have a radar gun up here, but that was moving.
Jake Stevens, second-line midfielder, gets a handful of shifts a game. He comes off the face-off wing. That's his 17th goal.
He is scrappy, right? He kind of plays hockey to get the ball to himself, which obviously Andrew Song does well.
36 goals this season. He had 7 goals as a freshman. He played midfield as a freshman with Michael Sowers and Philip Robertson still back there. Chris Brown, the only returning starter. 16 games.
It's mind-blowing.
His season will extend past. Princeton hopes it extends to Memorial Day, and then he'll extend it past to the World Championships in Ireland this summer. He is one of 26 players on the U.S. Under-21 national team. That'll be this August. A couple of years back again. Slusher has a hat trick. Now English has a hat trick. Talk about guys playing different positions than they did for Princeton in 2020. Sam English that year as a freshman, he was a defensive midfielder. He scored 1 goal. He's got 18 here as a junior. Got to do something to stay in shape.
You know, a lot of lacrosse players dread the early season workouts because of the long distance running, the sprints, the conditioning. Something tells me he doesn't mind.
Shot off the face-off win. That was their face-off man, Mitchell Myers, bidding for his first career goal. Down to 2 quickly here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, I know we harped on that save and the handball there, and Matt Madelon's doing the same. Princeton's going to have to put that in the rearview mirror and make sure that they move forward.
Tyler Sandoval now just 5 of 18.
We got here.
Yeah, Princeton men's volleyball winning on senior day, sweeping the 2-game weekend series against Sacred Heart at home. 2-day track meet going on over at Weaver Track. Dartmouth wins the opening face-off, a quick shot whistle. Princeton run with a 3-0 stretch. Prince has 2 goals and an assist. He came into the day as the Big Green's leading scorer with 35 points. Myers dominant at the face-off X. He's won 15 of 20.
Sun in the goalie's face, but you know, when you're 4 feet away, you can shoot from anywhere.
Myers dominant at the face-off X.
That's going to be the story if they pull this out.
Princeton scoreless for the last 9 minutes or so, and in that time, Dartmouth has scored 5 in a row. Big reason has been the face-off performance by Mitchell Myers. The Tigers finally get one. Ground ball by Stevens. Brown. Back to Stevens. Actually, he's a lefty going left side.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter that we've seen for years and years.
Sandoval kicks it into open field. Another ground ball for Stevens over to Finley coming up from the back row.
Nice job by Stevens leading Finley there to open. And athletic programs took a year off. He got them here. I'm sorry, George Bond, captain.
Face-off win by Sandoval. That's been a big reason the Tigers have gotten a couple back.
Division I football players right next to the next generation down there.
Probably pretty close to a sellout. Not a lot of open seats here in the grandstand.
And a new goaltender for the Big Green after what was a fantastic game for Hanks outside of a couple to the next generation down there.
Probably pretty close to a sellout. Not a lot of open seats here in the grandstand.
And a new goaltender for the Big Green after what was a fantastic game for Hanks outside of a couple saves, but Princeton's a talented offense. Surprised to see a change if it was for performance.
Dartmouth thought they had a goal. They clipped the crossbar, and then Finley with some hustle. Let's take a look at that last shot. Timeout taken by